What's happening right now isn't about a person or even a war. Those are the visible anchors. The mind needs something to point to, something to argue about, something to align with or against. But what's actually moving is underneath that layer, and you can feel it in the way people are responding before they even understand what they're responding to. This is a pressure field, not sudden, not chaotic, sustained. And what it's doing is compressing perception. You can see it in how quickly people move into certainty, how fast positions harden, how little space there is between exposure and conclusion. That compression isn't coming from information alone. It's coming from something deeper, something that's pushing people to resolve tension before they've actually processed what they're seeing. There are figures within the system that function as polarity generators. Wherever they appear, perception organizes around them: opposition, defense, projection, allegiance. People don't just observe, they orient themselves through them. That's why the reactions are so disproportionate to the surface events. These figures aren't just part of the system. They are nodes the system uses to reveal how people assign meaning, how quickly they attach identity to position, how easily perception collapses into alignment. And right now, that function is being intensified. Not in isolation, but alongside the war field. What you're watching now with the attempted ceasefire, extended, agreed to, and already destabilizing, is not a failure in the way people will frame it. It's a reflection of the same compression. Even moments that are supposed to create pause are being pulled back into acceleration. There is no space being held long enough for anything to settle. And without space, perception doesn't deepen, it hardens. Because war does something very specific to human perception. It accelerates identification. It narrows the field. It creates urgency that bypasses integration. People don't just take in information during conflict. They absorb it into their sense of self. That's why the two are moving together. You're watching a convergence of pressure sources that are forcing faster and faster internal resolution. Pick a side. Define your position. Decide what's true. But what's actually being tested is not the position. It's the speed. If you want to stay with this, the rest of the transmission continues on Substack at tendingtheinbetween.substack.com.